We are this point in Volcano Manor. Believe we've got Royal Knight's Resolve. I think we're all done. So I think I said that the next step was going down to Nokron, the Eternal City, and going through that area. Um, Probably get us through a good hour of gameplay. We're ruined up. I've got my Golden Scarab, got the Arsenal Charm, and I've got the Turtle Talisman. Probably could do with some better talismans. I think. Ooh, that was close. I think these aren't optimal for damage reasons, but I find that going through the game with the gold scarab is much better than taking it for like a damage talisman, and it's just purely because the extra runes you get gets you to the higher level that you need to be at to wield different weapons and do more damage, get your build where you need to be. I think I am trying to ensure that I get 40 vigor. So with the rune, I've got 40 vigor. Endurance is up to 30 with the rune. Is this a heavy roll? It is. Okay, so I need at least 30 endurance. And I've got the Arsenal Charm on. Wow, this is quite a heavy build. Oh. The amount of times I've messed up that jump. This is always the best way to do it. So you go here, you get the torch, say hi to these guys. Wow, okay, cool. They didn't stand a chance. This guy is quite annoying. Oh. Okay, they didn't stand a chance because it was like a surprise attack. So if you attack an enemy without them knowing, you do a bit more damage. I don't know the percentage, but that's 400 for a jump attack. And then for a swing, it's 300. Oh, he's about to fall off. We can get a bit of AoE in. And then, oh, 300 with that. Maybe the jump attack is, right, is the one that I need to go for. So, I don't know where I'm going to take this build anymore. I know I'm just going to be strength based, and I believe the Giant Crusher is going to be the coolest weapon to take through. But I love this sword. This sword is so cool. Like the poke you get after rolling is just so good against enemies because it's quick. It's got good range. The sword is absolutely massive. But the Giant Crusher is just such a dope weapon. It has the Lion's Claw Ash of War on it anyway, so you don't need like Alexander's Great Charm, which poke. I love the poke. Which is basically quite easy to get if you speedrun the game, but this guy isn't going to be, sped to the very end just for the sake of having, Ash of War spam. So I'm thinking Raw Knight's Resolve and the Giant Crusher is probably the best way to be. Then if I want to be really heavy, I can put the Jellyfish Shield on as well. Now that is what I see in a lot of builds that are strange. I'm struggling with shields here. These arrows you've got to be careful for, because they build up frost. There we go. So yeah, in terms of where the builds go in. Obviously, the jellyfish shield and the Royal Knight's Resolve gives you massive damage. You can then buff pre-fight with like the you can buff with this, the Grafted Blade. So if I put this on, do this, it gives me like a couple of stats basically, which makes me a bit more powerful than I was before, and it also gives me the stats. I don't know how long for though. And then, as well as that, you can use the Commander's Standard from O'Neill. I imagine it's just like Niall's little brother or something, but that's a really good way to get almost like one shots, but it's almost reliant on the start of the fight doing a shed ton of damage rather than all the way through the fight being able to do good damage consistently. So I think the shard isn't. This is a trick for everyone, by the way. The shard isn't something that Shard of Alexander, that isn't something that I'm too bothered about until the end game. It's something I will definitely get, Alex's shard, because we try the Cinder Cloak. Let's do this again. Hi, mate. It does crap damage. I mean, it is a knife though, so it definitely stun knocks a little bit. However, I'm not going to waste any time. Yeah, so the Shard of Alexander is what's used in most builds for like the skill of those builds being really cool and overpowered. It gives you an extra 15% damage to your skills. Which is so good. Now, if you're not bothered about having that extra, how is that not hit him? I should have enough points to do this. I think first aid. Yeah, so if you're not too bothered about using your left trigger, it's not important. And it's so late in the game, like, you have to get to Kremlin Faramazula to get it. Which for me isn't too much of an issue to like speedrun there, but I want to take my time with this class and enjoy using the strength-based playthrough. So, 40 strength, 2-handed makes 60. Endurance is something that we really need. We don't need mind, I'm not gonna lie. What's it like now? Oh, okay, that's all we needed for medium. So while I've got the seal on, I can't, oh god, they're too heavy. 0.8 and that's 0.7, it's literally 0.1. That's making it too heavy. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, jump attacks. Let's give jump attacks a go. I think there's an item over there, but it's not really worth getting. Most items in this game, if you're going through like a whole playthrough, aren't really worth getting, because if you've got like, you build, I bet you any money that's the foot that you'd want for the crafting. But yeah, most items are kind of like not worth overly getting unless you really want to play around with your build and character and stuff. But I kind of know that unless it's Smith and Stones, which until you get to the Godskin duo, they don't really matter. I know where to get some, but this one is just basically requiring this. I think this item requires it's the 6s and the 5s at the moment that I need, but we'll pick those up along the way. think the somber stuff, once again, you can get 1 to 10. I could use a horse here, couldn't I? You can get 1 to 10 in most playthroughs by kind of just playing the game. Let's lighten this. Let's do the moose, because I rarely ever bother with this moose boss, and it's just purely because it is such a easy boss when you're over leveled, but I don't think I'll be over leveled for it now. There's 2. There's one by the singing lady, there's one up the hill, one behind there. How many run you? 4 more. One by the singing lady, one behind the hill. One behind that guy, and there'll just be one up in the hills there somewhere probably. Let's grab the grace in case any of these guys kill me. We're doing Rani's questline as well. It's not essential, but could be useful in the long run. So yeah, you've got another wolf up here. You've got one more there. Got one over there. I reckon the last one. I need this wolf to go away. As long as he doesn't aggro. He has aggro. I missed wolf. I don't like you. Perfect use of iframes there. What's this actual war? Is it an actual war? Yeah. Challenge, sure. Luckily you get iframes while doing this, but if you get stuck in the animation and they surround you in a certain way, you are stuffed. But, oh, you'd think you'd run through that. This is it. So yeah, behind this guy. I wonder if that's meant to be a boss as well. And then I'm assuming... No, that's... Seal's broken somewhere. So we'll come back to this boss after doing Nokron, the Eternal City. Because as much as I don't want to be over leveled to fight it, I just don't. I want to get this part of the playthrough done. It's so tediously long for Rani's questline. I think Saluva should be dead by now, which will probably make it so that I can do Nephililu's questline. So there we go, Rune Arc. There's loads of these scattered around the world, and you can farm them. In my first playthrough, I just never used them because I thought they were so rare. I'm a real bad gamer when it comes to using consumables and stuff, because I don't like wasting things. However, they're obviously there for you to use. That was a good guard counter then. I didn't get the riposte in, but we don't need it. Will we pick up the Mimic tier? I think it's worth picking up for now, because it is one of the legendary summons. It is quite cool to use. If I do this, take that, go around here, get my health pots back, and put health. What are we doing? 10 and 1. It's crazy that this only takes 1 stone sword key as well, considering it's a legendary. Right, we want to get the riposte in, then charge up, kill him. Cool, so this is the Mimic tier, probably the most overpowered summon in the game, if we're being completely honest. SP3, we don't need those, I don't think. Oh, we will need those for the Giant's Crusher. Because we'll obviously want to get the Giant's Crusher to a good level. This is going to be a bit of playthrough where I struggle. Those balls, they drop larval tears, which is great. For a melee character, they're quite tricky. Just thinking, if I go here, it gets stuck. Now I'm going to go this way. Okay, cool. That was really how I wanted that to go. One more. Yes. Yeah, these massive balls are quite hard to kill if you're a melee character, just purely because they just run you over. I need 30k. I don't know if I've got enough there. However, if you're a caster, it's down there easy. I would like it if you could farm larval tears via them. It would be so much more fun to be able to just play whatever build you want. Like, I've never had like a faith in build, but I think it could be quite cool because there is some really interesting spells locked off between like faith and not just like these one as well. That was quite easy. This build, you take a lot of damage, especially if you do that. But you do so much stagger, so much actual damage that it doesn't matter too much when you are taking the damage. Now this guy is a troll. I need my stamina back. That was very easy to stagger him. See if this does. It does a thousand damage. It's like a very good spell if you were to do 1,000 damage. I think that's the main fun about this build as well, is that the damage you do is so high and so like good against boys that you don't really need to think about anything else. Now this just teleports you back. So we're going to go to Rani. Straight away. I'm going to speak to her. Tell her that we've got this blade that she needs. I don't know the lore behind it. I think it's the blade that they use to kill Godwyn. If so, I don't know why she doesn't have it. But I think the black knives are kind of her thing.
Ah, not blithe it seemeth. Even in my slumber I sensed it. It is in thy possession, is it not? The hidden treasure of Nokron. My thanks. Finally all the pieces are in place. Soon must I begin my journey. Upon the dark path only I may tread. Ah, but before I leave, I shall entrust thee with this. My thanks for thy sterling efforts. A strange gift, perhaps. But a rare sort such as thee would welcome it, I'm sure. I am certain now. I must thank Torrent, too, for his... You may leave now. It was but brief. What is it? I, too...
So the best thing to do here is to load back in and see that she's gone. She gives you this item, and if I'm completely honest, right, you have to put it on a random table in the tower where she actually killed herself, made herself a puppet. Um, and I just think like I don't understand how you were ever meant to know that that was meant to be put on a random table to flip something upside down to then go through and like almost figure out that that's part of the quest line to get the curse mark of death. It's just boggles my mind sometimes the things that this game asks you to do, and you're just meant to know. I think there is like a note or like a secret or somewhere where someone tells you what to do with it. It would make sense. It'd be very fitting to this game for them to basically tell you in a weird way how to do it. But it's such a like a random thing that you have to do and you have to figure out. I don't understand. I don't think I understood on my first playthrough what it was for, but I'd like to say I got lucky. I kind of just want the bell there. Oh, I can cosplay as Salute Snowfall. Have we got blind spots? Yeah, I think. His armor is very good. I don't know if you come here before you go to Salubus makes a difference, but as I say, everyone thinks the video is Salubus. His friends here kill him. He says, well, that sleeping puppet I used to think was the absolute be all and end all for the Godskin duo. Although you can just get the sleep pods. So we see? No, he's still there. He's still stomping on the head. Right, so that's not good. Now what we can do is we can go do the lens rise bit where we go underground, fight Blythe, fight the Dragonkin, and fight Estelle. I don't think there's anything there that I really am too bothered about. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Grace. I'm going to teleport through and get the Grace, and then I think I can't remember what the other side of the old what to do next was. Behind? There never is there? But I think I'm going to go to Atlas. Volcano Man has done to a point of we've killed the Godskin. We've started all the quests and got to a point where we just need to finish the last two. And then Rykard fight. I tend to do that after I've killed Harslow, because you basically lock off a Taker's cameo, which is really, really good if you're killing a lot of enemies, going through a lot of dungeons, need the health regen. Lots of silver fireflies here. Right, let's get the Grace. Now there's a shed ton of smithing stones in this part of the map, so there's lots of 6s, 7s, 8s and 9s all the way to the lake as well. What I'm gonna do, I don't know why I haven't picked this up, but I don't think I need. That's in the. I don't need to do Alex's quest line, so I don't need to go speak to him yet. I think Leyendell is the play. Is it a nice cavalry time? Yeah, it is. That could be fun, it could be interesting, but I'm not going to do it. I don't think he provides any decent Ashes of War. What I do know is, though, have we done Millicent's quest? No, so we can do Millicent's quest. Millicent's got such a long and tedious quest as well, but the prosthesis is nice, like it works really well, but I always think that on your first playthrough you should probably wait to get the Rotten Sword insignia, because it's like a little bit better than the Winged Sword insignia. And the prosthesis is quite easy to get throughout another playthrough. Obviously all you have to do is give her the like the arm thing, the prosthesis, I think it is called. Like you just have to give her that. What are we doing? We've gotten through. We could have quite easily taken that fight. Right, that should give us a bit more quick load. Use whatever. I'm gonna go with the Dragon Shield Talisman just for damage reduction. So I think, should I get the Grace? Yeah, I'm gonna go travel, get the Grace for the Windmill Village, then get the Prosthesis, then give it Millicent, then kill the Godskin. Up there is a battle mage, and you get his gear. There is also a invasion down here. You get a smithing stone from the gun. I think you get a weapon. Could be something I'm interested in doing. But maybe a bit later. There was also a NPC down there. So like if you run down here, I think it's here, where it turns into a lion. And it's one of those enemies where you get the larval to authority. I think there's like 6 or 7 of them in the game, where like you'll kill the. What's the first campsite? Oh, okay, so have no man run. Yeah, so there's like 6 or 7 of them in the game where you kill like a random person and they'll just transform into a horrid beast or enemy that you basically then got to kill as well. I don't think I want to kill. I don't want to do that. This is the way I do this. I hate these little bug things. They are the worst guys in the world. Smithing stone there. I think this is a. That's a room. Okay, and there's something down here, but I don't know what it is. Top of my head. This is basically how I use speedrun this part of this is yeah, that was all one thing. That was good. This castle has some really cool loot, and it also has a really cool final boss. And you also get the end of Patch's quest line here, which is very, very fun to finish. Because I believe he dies towards the end, which isn't the fun part, right? But oh, Beam Rock Max Count, that's quite cool. I wonder what's giving us combat. Okay, they're dead. Please don't spit at me. There we go. So, back to Millicent, then to the Godskin Noble. Hello, friends. Then kill the Godskin Noble.
Now I'm after I should like. I think she's in the lands. Are you giving me this arm? Thank you. I am in your debt yet again, I think. If the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. If the arms... It might be possible. Perhaps then I...
Can aid you in battle. Yeah, we know. Cool. Windmill Village. I think that the cave that is here offers you the smithing bell bearing. It's not something I'm bothered about. I don't know if that's too loud. Last thing I want is playback from the mic coming from the TV. That would be for a horrible view. I think you can summon Millicent in here. Yeah. And then we need to kill this guy. Yeah, there's not much stagger on this guy. If she now has a weapon. There we go, stagger. What does she use? Oh, I think it's the Blade of Colour. Goes for number one. Sunflower goes for black. There we go. She's not very good with it, so explore. Okay. Oh, wall comes down. Go on, Millicent. There we go. You now have an option, if you want, where you can kill Millicent here, and you get the Millicent's prosthesis, or you can carry on a quest line. Talk to her in the mountaintops of the Giants. Talk to her at the Halleck Tree, and then finalize the quest.
Just like my own. Even handling a sword. Perhaps it is foolish to say this to you of all people, but I am sure of my skill with the sword. Thus, I would have you call upon me in battle again, should you ever have the need. I would have you call upon... It is the...
I don't know where you can call upon her in battle again, should you have the need, but it is what it is. Alright. Now, going this way to Atlas, or to Leyendell, sorry, is probably the quicker way. You miss a golden seed, but you get 4 up here, so I'm not too bothered about that. Essentially, the best thing to do here is to just skip all these guys. I think you'll get shot by a crossbow. If you were sort of... Okay, you get shot by this guy. If you were, like, hell-bent on taking this pathway out the way it should be, I think you're meant to just, like, run up the hill, killing them all at the same time. These guys, I think this is the first like real introduction of a horrible duo boss. I skipped them for now. However, you need to just grab the grace really quickly, because they can follow you all the way. Okay, no, they don't. Look at that. There's 2 golden seeds that I haven't picked up one. Map found. Golden seed again. Rest. Up there is a seal, and over here is our Giant's Crusher. The only issue is this guy. I say the issue because these are the worst things to fight as a melee that doesn't have fire or incantations or stuff to. Okay, that's bad. Oh, okay. You must have a lot of poise, jeez. The thing with the long fights is okay, should have done that. Is I kind of hope that I break the poise. I roll, drink, roll straight away. So it's happening. Lightning sport, miss, roll, 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 roll. Just keep rolling. Panic roll. Panic roll. I rolled at the wrong time, or in the wrong direction, as I said. There's no stagger. That's an explosion. I don't know how far away you have to get from that. Obviously, I wasn't far enough. I rolled into his tail there. I think you can just run to the edge. Just run to the side, straight away from there. And then last but not least, one more shot. Okay, so we didn't just cheese the Giant's Crusher, right? We did it. Killed the boss. And used the jelly shield, which is cool. I would have assumed the jellyfish shield would take a bit of intellect to use, but they don't agree. Where is this Giant's Crusher? Okay. It's 26 weight, and that's 20. Okay, that could be an issue. That's a strength scaling strength scaling weapon as well. That's quite cool because it's got bleed. Okay, interesting. Completely with strength would make me completely overloaded. However, we'll figure that one out. Ooh. How much is it to rank up? 3,900. I need 3,000. It's 250. Oh my days, that's absolutely perfect. So I think here we're just going to keep pumping endurance so that we get to a point where this is where someone's probably looking, thinking, you know, the endurance is like capped off or something, but I don't really mind that. Oh, what I don't want to do is get hit by that on the inbound. Jeez, okay. I see how it is. It's gonna jump away. That's okay. That's not. Get stamina back. Where's your poise? I find that I'm not really breaking poise much, even though this is like a shed ton of poise damage. Maybe it's something I'm doing. That was cool though. So we got the Gargoyle's Great Axe. I think that's a strength weapon. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is a strength weapon. And it's much lighter than this weapon is. 2 more gold seeds. Up there you can't get through, so you've got to go up here. This is a cool fight, I think. It's a reskin. But it's this guy. And you get to fight Morgoth again. I rolled, man. Come on. I thought I missed that. Where's his stagger? Why am I not doing any stagger damage? Okay, I rolled too soon. Oh, I missed the roll. As soon as I drink, he's gonna do something that will kill me. Don't jump away. I'm out of stamina. Panic rolling. Roll. Flying sport. Oh yeah, we got him. That's it. I think this is a talisman that boosts your stamina, which is quite cool. I say quite cool. I never really use it, even if it would be beneficial on a X build. Talk to Melania here.
Spoken echoes linger here. Words of Queen Marika, who vanished long ago. If you wish, I will share them with you. In Marika's own words, hear me, demigods. My children, beloved, make of thyselves that which ye desire. Be it a lord, be it a god, but should ye fail to become aught at all, ye will be forsaken, amounting only to sacrifices.
Nice little bit of lore there for you. If I'm completely honest, I have no idea what it means. I don't know its importance, its relevance, its true meaning, but you don't really need to at this point. Oh, these guys are annoying. Because it's daytime, we won't get the Deathrite Bird, which I absolutely hate fighting without a ranged build. Even when I had a sort of Dex Bleed build, like a Samurai class after the Rivers of Blood, I came back for this Deathrite Bird and it was just such a pain. I didn't want to fight it for that reason ever again. But obviously it drops a really cool shield. I don't know if I would say the shield's overpowered. Oh, hello. But it is a cool shield, what it does. So we want to go down here, basically, for a smithing bell bearing thing, which I think would get us up to 6, if I'm not mistaken. Either that, or it would get us up to. Is it 6? Is it the number 3 or is it the number 2? It might be the number 2 to get us up to 4. Because I don't think. Where do you get the 6? Oh, sorry, the 456 is in that room, isn't it? So this is up to 4. It's going to be good for getting the giant crusher up and any other weapons. I think the easiest way to look at the smithing bells is that if the weapon is like, special weapon locked to an ash of war, etc., you need the sombers for it. If it's not, if it's like this weapon where, I mean, there's only one of them each playthrough in the game, but for some reason you can change Ash of War on it and stuff, so it's a smithing stone variant. The easiest way to do this is to apparently struggle against these guys. I thought I would be able to like kill him in one hit. Kill him, then pick up this. You can farm these guys for the 5s. Let's have a look. I've got these covered now. So the 5s are up to plus 15. I've got 6 of them. My weapon is plus 14, so I actually only need the 6s, which is, I guess, fairly reasonable. So I can't teleport nor fast travel because I'm inside the cave. So towards the bottom of this cave is an alabaster, the like big giant magic and horrible guys that no one likes. I don't like fighting them anyway. I had some issues with them before. Do we have any references? We haven't killed any bosses in a while. This is pretty cool. While we're here, though, let's get guts to plus 17. Cool. So we're looking for the 6s. Ash of War. Let's get it ready. Royal Knights. Resolve. We want it to be. You want it heavy. I wonder why you can't make that heavy. Why not got the heavy thing?
In this ash, it reminds me of my first hawk. In this ash, it reminds me of my...
Let's try Felilu, then Kenneth, then Stormwind. Stormveil, sorry. I mean, I feel like I've got to kill the Morgoth. And I think that's where I'm going wrong. Let's try Nefelilu, Kenneth, then Nefelilu again, then the area. If not, I think it's going to be a case of... Yeah, these guys are quite easy to kill, which is fun. It says just before you get to it. Is that all of them? Yeah, my stamina's going down, so it's them all dead.
I must begin my search post-haste for a true and stalwart lord of the proper lineage to take the reins of Limgrave. I must begin for a true...
Okay, so let's try Nefelilu and then let's try Stormveil. And if not, I'm just going to wait until we kill Morgott, the real one. It's funny, isn't it? Because you kill Margit and Godric and you think that those guys are like normal, but then Margit comes back as Morgott. And you find out he's got a brother.
In this ash, it reminds me of...
Just reminds her of her first Stormhawk. Cool. I do think if someone's watching this and they're like, they know this quest, they're probably screaming at me, being like, dude, you just need to kill Morgott. And could be the case, but we're not giving up. Yeah, it's Morgut. It's definitely Morgut. There is nothing else here that I need to do. I'm thinking unless it's the grafted scion that I didn't kill. So, we are essentially about to go to the capital. Before we've done, well, finish the Volcano Manor, before we've done the Lake of Rot, and we have done Radahn, we've not done this tower, which I like that tower, if you're playing like a Faith build or a Dex build, because the Greatsword there it scales with Dex and Faith, which is really cool for a sword, but if I'm completely honest, Dex Faith builds tend to focus on incantations and the bulk ransacs, stuff like that, and you end up wanting a sort of strength Faith build. You tend to go down the lines of the Blasphemous Blade. You don't have to, by any means, but I just tend to find that if you're gonna make a build around faith and strength, you might as well just use the Blasphemous Blade. It's literally the best weapon in the game by an absolute country mile. I think I saw, is it Dr. Disrespect playing Elden Ring, and he was using the Blasphemous Blade, and it just makes the game so much easier. I mean, it heals you on Ash of War. It restores your health when you kill people, and it just makes the game so much easier because you are literally just pressing L2 to be successful. So this is the Draconic Tree Sentinel. Let's give him a go. I think he staggers. Apparently his horse batters me as well. I reckon he knew I was about to drink then. Just trying to get as many lion scores in as possible to staggering. I mean, I say just to staggering, I do about 12,000 damage with it. Okay, I thought I'd timed that right. And that. Jesus, he used his range attack point blank. Oh, okay. I probably should have just gone for another lion score there. Just didn't think I needed to. I've never struggled that much against this guy. So if you have a caster build, man, that guy's so easy. You just Comet Azura's ass. Or just stay the fair distance. Am I back rolling now? Yeah, I will be. Let's get the Arsenal charm on. Alright, come on then. Let's take you out, big man. Okay, I probably should have gone for a charged R2 there. Playing it risky. I'm gonna get caught by this lightning so much. I'm doing another one a day. That was so lucky. Get another one in. And one more. Oh, don't get greedy, don't get greedy. I thought I could run, jump and tap him then. There we go. Whew, that wasn't too bad. I think I was like stuck between getting greedy and doing the damage, and then also, you know, actually staying alive. That tends to just be everything. Wow, I didn't realise you needed 18 dex for his great bow. And it weighs 9.5 as well. I probably just need a golem bow, don't I? Let's be honest. But I've stuck a couple of points in faith. That's what he was just hitting me with then. The Dragon Greatclaw. Endure is the Astral Wall that's fixed on it. 14 dex. It weighs 16. Probably a good weapon to use, man. We got 73k runes. Very nice indeed. I think this has just hit the hour mark. No, we've got 4 minutes. 4 minutes to spend these runes and decide what we're going to do next. I think this is 2. Yeah, it is. So we've got 30 endurance as is. That means, no, we're heavy. This gear isn't light. This is 1.5, that's 23. What's the Giant Crusher saying? Okay, now, okay, cool. So we can medium load with the Giant Crusher. I think, how many runes have we got? 14,000. I think probably the best thing to do is we've got a Grace there. Level up the Giant Crusher. And from there, unable to use this because you haven't got enough strength. Oh, I will have enough strength, so we've got 6 of those, you'd need 12, 4 of those, you'd need 12. Okay, so we need to get those up. This weapon is just so cool. Like, it's just so big and beefy. Very cool indeed. Right, let's offer the Bellbound first. Ooh, I've got a few here. Idia, Saluvus. So we need that to 12, so we'll get 6. We need that to 12, so we get 8. That's 3, so we need 9. And that is 4, so we'll have to just buy 5 to get it to 9. We need 3 more 4s. And then a bit more money to rank it up.
I took you for dead, no matter it. Lay out your arm.
So if we sell, oh yeah, definitely. So we're on the 4s now. This is what you always should save your runes for, whether it's just, you know, meeting that next level. While you've got a lot of runes on you. So we need 3 more. Yeah, meeting that next level when you've got a lot of runes on you, or doing your weapon upgrades. It's always best to use the runes for that. You can just like stockpile them, hoard them, but I wouldn't recommend that. Just enough for 3, and then we don't need to waste any more money. Cool, let's go. Have I done the Mog thing yet? No, but I've got it there ready. DLC wise, you need to defeat Moog before you can go into the DLC. So I think it's something to do with the cocoon, which makes me want to do Moog next. But we also have to do the Lake of Rot. So there's also a massive dragonkin down here, and the ancestral boss. We've got a lot to tick off, to be fair. I think what I'm going to try and do is explore as much as possible and get as many quests done as far as possible. So like now, Millicent's quest is where it is. Oh, this thing's cool. And then ready. So, I don't know whether we should be using that now, but I'm going to try it down this Lake of Rot instead of Guts Sword. Guts' Sword has done me well, but 286292. And that's 253199. It's probably best I use Guts' Sword. But I'm going to try this for a bit. When we're back, we'll do the Lake of Rot. We'll get through there. Then, after the Lake of Rot, and Astel and Rani's questline, which includes the Abdullah Dragon. We'll then come back here, do the Ancient Tree Spirit thing. We'll also then do the Dragonkin that's like down here, and the Gargoyle Twins. I think we're at the point of this playthrough now where, as you can see, like, Volcano Mana's done, Vare's quest is done, Saluvus' quest is done, Millicent's quest is as far as we can get it. We're basically in the capital, so once we get into the capital, we'll do that invasion, then wait until the mountaintops of the giants, which will be quite easy. Dumradam, so we kind of need to do the Godskin here, but that's not something you need to rush to do. So that'll be Rani's quest done. Millicent's is as far as it can go at the time being. Same with Volcano Manor. The only other thing is, we've lit all the flames we need to do down here. Basically start getting through Fear's quest. And then Moog's Palace. And it'll just leave us nicely to have a couple of boss fights. Progress some quests quite quickly. And then once that's done, once Moog's killed, once everything's where it should be, we've got the sewers to do and to explore the sort of things in Leyndell that you don't get if you burn the tree. But sometimes it's easier to do that once you've killed Morgoth, gone through, killed the fire giant just before you do the tree. Come do some sort of shop, clean up around the playthrough. But we'll decide. I think we're going to do the Lake of Rot in this part of Rani's questline, so we'll decide which way we go. But this is probably it. So till next time.